The Easter event is over. That was an amazing event with so many cool skins that were added. I'm sure a lot of you had some fun grinding for your favorite skins. Let's get into some fresh new bugs. Our first bug is to do with Bassie. A few hours after the Easter event ended, if you equipped Bassie, you got this bug. This user said strange glitch, but I got it on a video instead of a screenshot. Let's take a look. So Bassie's hand would glitch and stretch across the map, as you can see, and this was happening to only Bassie, where the hand would stretch and then Bassie would go invisible. As you can see, Bassie was really bugged after the Easter event ended, and this bug carried over into runs as well. As you can see, this vintage Bassie is also experiencing the same bug where the arm is super stretched out. King Mob said we're working with Roblox to figure out what's going on here. So this was happening a few hours after the Easter event ended. So this was not a problem the Dandy's World dev team could fix themselves. They had to go to Roblox, and it seems like the bug has cleared up. I haven't seen any more bug reports about this situation, so it seems like it's fixed. So that's good news. Our next bug is to do with Rudy being able to fly. What? This user said, as Rudy, I could do a sick flip onto the shelf. Let's take a look. So we've spoken before about Toons being able to jump when going downstairs. There's like something up with the stairs in Dandy's World. Toons are able to jump when going downstairs, and it's affecting Rudy as well. As you can see, this user was able to use Rudy's active ability to fly to the top of this shelf, and although this is the Easter map, I'm pretty sure that this will work on most stairs in the game. If you find the right spot on the stairs, then you'll be able to fly and jump. What are the dev team going to do about this bug? It's been in the game for quite a while now. Players are accidentally finding it, and it could cause the anti-exploit message to appear because you are in the air, you are technically flying, so I wouldn't be surprised if people have been given an anti-exploit warning. The dev team really needs to find out why the stairs are interacting with Toons in this way. Our next bug is to do with Twisted Squirm. So this user said, I was playing around with Twisted Squirm, but for some reason he traveled to another place without getting me. As you know, Twisted Squirm only changes location after Twisted Squirm attacks a player, and then you get the struggle screen. Let's take a look at what happened to this player. So Twisted Squirm spots the Goldie, but Twisted Squirm does not attack the Goldie, and then Twisted Squirm goes to a new location, which is quite unusual because Twisted Squirm only changes location after Twisted Squirm attacks you. So it looks like Twisted Squirm's code got a bit confused and thought it attacked Toon and then changed locations. I wonder how rare this is. This is the first time I've ever seen Twisted Squirm behave like this, where he changes location for no reason, it seems. Our next bug is to do with the elevator in Dandy's World. This user said question mark, and they have 4 cards. Wait, what? You're supposed to only get 3 cards in the elevator, but somehow this user has 4 cards? I think I've seen this happen to another user before in the past. The bugs in Dandy's World are very weird. Like Twisted Pebble was in the ceiling, and now this user has 4 cards. With this user getting 4 cards, it does bring the idea of maybe we should get a few more cards. Maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea to have 4 cards instead of 3. A bit of variation, because sometimes you could get the same card, like double endurance, and maybe 4 cards will allow the system to not duplicate cards, so they're all different. Our next problem is to do with RP mode Toon Rooms. This user said the liquid is still on its side, and it's true. When you go to the Toon Rooms and look at the bottle of pops, the liquid is still on their side, which looks very unusual. I hope the dev team fixed this, because if you're role playing, you want everything to look a bit realistic, but the bottle of pops looking like that really takes away from the atmosphere of role playing. If you haven't realized, Dandy's World has changed the garden view cutout sign, and it looks like this now. It's really difficult to notice, but there is a difference. As you can see, on the left hand side is the old version, and on the right hand side is the new version. And since the garden view cutout has has changed, players have noticed that some assets are still using the old version. As you can see, this user said they forgot to put the new logo onto the bags, and as you can see, the old logo is on some of the assets in runs. And this user said the sign in this map still has the old art, and it is true, on this map the old art is still there. Maybe the dev team are slowly updating assets in games, or maybe the dev team are deciding to keep the old version. I guess in time we will find out. And lastly, we have a bug to do with Dial's gossip. This user said Dial will only play one gossip, which is Yatta's. What a strange bug. Let's take a look. So this user is listening to Dial gossips, but whenever they click gossip, Dial only talks about Yatta. What a strange bug. Why is Dial's gossip stuck on Yatta? Normally Dial's gossip cycles through different gossips when you close the menu, but this user's gossip is just stuck on Yatta. So interesting.